Right, on today's video, we're going to be doing my top pickups of 2025. And I thought it was quite a light year for me for pickups. And I've got no idea why I thought that, because I've picked up some great stuff looking back, to be honest. So I'm going to do prints, figures, and masks. As far as physical media goes, there hasn't been too much newer sets that I've picked up, to be honest. I'd say the standout set was essentially In the Mouth of Madness. Now, this is one of my favourite John Carpenter films. I fucking love In the Mouth of Madness. And to see it get the proper Arrow big box treatment, 4K as well. Yeah, In the Mouth of Madness is such a banger of a Carpenter film. So that's pretty much my physical media pickup, because I've been rebuying a lot of old stuff on 4K. So it's just upgrades like Scream Factory I've been concentrating on. So I've picked up Halloween 1 to 3. I've got 4 on the way as well. Actually, you know what? This didn't come out this year, but I grabbed this recently, the Terrifier HMV First Edition, and honestly, that's much better than I thought it would be, to be honest, because I did pass on that when it first came out, but I think I paid like 15 quid on eBay for it or something, and yeah, I do love Terrifier 3. I rewatched it the other night. The transfer looks fucking boss as well. Still nice and gritty, which is nice. And upon rewatching this, man, this is absolutely my favourite Terrifier film. The Christmas feel to it is so good, and there's so many Black Christmas nods as well. Like, Black Christmas is my favourite slasher and my favourite Christmas film, and Terrifier 3 has got so many fucking Black Christmas nods. It's sick, man. So yeah, I grabbed that recently as well. But yeah, I've just been rebuying a lot of old stuff and just upgrading older films to 4K, because yeah, I've gone down that rabbit hole really. I still need to pick up the Turtles Arrow set, because that looks fucking amazing. So I'm definitely going to grab that in the next few weeks. But yeah, I just haven't grabbed it yet. So that's why it's not in this video, because I'm anticipating that would be absolutely my favourite pickup of the year, personally. But yeah, so as far as physical media, In the Mouth of Madness is pretty much the only thing I can put forward, really. But yeah, aside from that, we'll do print first. And the only print that, well, not the only print, I grabbed the Ghoulish Gary Friday the 13th print as well, which I'll drop in here. It's sick, don't get me wrong, but it's not something that I was after. It popped up for fairly, well, I say fairly cheap. For Ghoulish Gary, it was like 30 quid. It was fucking ridiculously cheap, to be honest. And I have actually been looking for a Friday the 13th print, because due to the licensing issues, you just don't get a lot of good ones. And I'd never seen this Ghoulish Gary one. It's Fright Rags from 2019, I think. Actually, you know what? It might be 2014. I'm not too sure. I'll drop that information in anyway. But yeah, I'll drop it in. It's a sick print, but it's not one that I was after, so I can't really put it in that bracket. But I did manage to grab this. That was my number one print grail, Ghoulish Gary Halloween 3, and sadly, it did come damaged. The guy just didn't know how to pack a print, and he put a big a big crease in the first fold. You can see where he'd made his first fold, and he didn't put any craft paper in it. There was half a sheet of brown paper, so he just didn't know how to pack a print. Unfortunately, it turned up damaged, which I was fucking heartbroken about, because it's 45 prints in total. Actually, no, I think there's like 5 APs as well, so I think it's a total run of 50, and it just doesn't pop up. And I got one for I think it was like 180 or something, and yeah, he ruined it. However, he did fully refund me. So he just said keep hold of the print, because it come from America. He said there's too much hassle getting the print back. He did apologise, and yeah, he'd let me keep the prints. And I did flatten it out for like 6 months, and obviously you can see in a frame it looks perfect. So I know it's damaged, which is a bit of a fucker, because it is my grail. I do love that, but it's nice to have that print on the wall, because, like I say, that is actually my favourite artwork. Maybe the DKNG Home Alone print would be my ultimate grail, maybe, but I actually think that Halloween print is it. So yeah, man, that was really cool to get one, and sadly it turned up damaged. But like I say, he did fully refund me, so it wasn't all bad, I guess. And yeah, that was really fucking good of them, to be honest. Right, next up, we'll move on to figures. And I've got to start off with these beauties. Now, I didn't actually show these on the channel because it's Turtles in it, and this is predominantly a horror channel and mask channel, and I'll be honest, I just didn't know if the interest was there. And also, because I don't take them out the box, it's tough to do a figure unboxing kind of review when I'm leaving stuff in the box. So I just figured the interest probably wouldn't be there anyway. But this is the soft vinyl Sofubi Mondo Turtles, and they are absolutely incredible. So I'll just show you them. There, you've got Raph there. You've got Leonardo there. You've got Michelangelo there. And you have Donatello there. And yeah, honestly, these are the quintessential Turtles. If you're after a good set of Turtles for your collection, these are it, man, because these are basically soft vinyl versions of the 1988 Playmates original Turtles, and they are absolutely fucking incredible. And I'm going to pick up any of them, like just a random one, because I want one out the box, but I was meant to get them out the box, to be honest. And once they turned up, they just looked so fucking good on that big blister pack, and they display really well just on the wall and stuff. So I did feel like, I don't know, man, I shit it. I couldn't unbox them really. But the best thing about these as well, well, not the best thing, but Mondo actually send you a backing card completely like undamaged, so that if you do unbox them, you get to appreciate that artwork, because just look at the work that's gone into it, especially on the back, man. The absolute care that Mondo have put into these releases is absolutely phenomenal. And obviously, with the Mondo thing, like Deathwalt, Funko buying Mondo and closing down Deathwalt is fucking dog shit. Let's be honest, it's an awful thing, really. But I think Mondo have really fucking excelled in the soft vinyl thing. It's quite clear that they want to be a toy company, and they are going to focus on being a toy company. And honestly, these fucking Turtles are absolutely incredible. They just look so fucking good. So yeah, like I say, I'm going to grab one of them. You can pick them up for around 60 or 70 quid now. I think like Comics and Cocktails have got them on for 70 quid. I am going to grab one from there just to unbox and have one out the box, because I need to see what they're like outside the box. But there's no way I'm breaking this set up. This set is absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, they are hands down my favourite pickups of the year figure-wise. Like, I love the Turtles anyway, and they are such a faithful adaptation to the Playmates 1988 original Turtles. So yeah, man, if you're a Turtles fan, these are the ones to grab, man. These are absolutely phenomenal. Next up, we'll get into some NECA retro cloths, and the first one I want to show is Stevie Wayne from The Fog. Now, this was on sale in Screen Factory. One of my mates, Jamie, I got them sent over to his house in Canada, and he sent them over, so massively appreciate that, mate. Nice one. He's also doing a Deaf Studios mask for me, hopefully, so yeah, mate, absolutely appreciate it. And yeah, man, that was a bundle with the 7-inch, the 4K version of The Fog, this, a poster, and it was like 30 quid for the bundle all in, man. So yeah, that's amazing. And the Stevie Wayne figure, while NECA don't always nail likeness in real faces and not monsters, I feel like they've done a pretty good job with Adrian Barbeau. And yeah, man, really happy to have that Stevie Wayne figure, because I love The Fog. The score is amazing, the film's amazing, and yeah, again, I said, In the Mouth of Madness is one of my favourite Carpenter films, but The Fog is absolutely up there, man. I love it. I love The Fog so much. And next up, pick this up off a mate, and it is the Silent Night, Deadly Night Billy release. Now, again, this is probably the best looking NECA retro. It's fucking incredible. And he's done me a really good deal with this, because I think I paid like 70 quid for it. And that's kind of what they go for unboxed. So yeah, he sorted me out, which was Ross. Nice one, lads. I do appreciate it. It has gone to a good home. I fucking love this figure so much. And yeah, once I started collecting the NECA retros again, that was one high up on my list, and I'm buzzing to take it off the list, to be honest. So that is quality. Really, really good figure. Last, we have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre dinner scene playset. Now, this is such a wild concept. The fact that you've got like a playset, like an 80s fucking Star Wars playset of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre dinner scene playset will never not blow my mind. It's fucking amazing. And Trick or Treat Studios have absolutely nailed this. This looks so fucking cool. I did pick up the whole line, so you can get a Pretty Woman Leatherface, Killer Mask Leatherface, the Hitchhiker, the Cook, and you get Sally, Grandpa, in with the playset. Now, I was going to, again, like the Turtles, I was going to unbox these figures and display them all properly. Can't do it, man. They look so fucking cool on the blisters. Let me just show you the blister for Pretty Woman. So, like, it's in the shape of a chainsaw. The artwork looks so fucking cool. So, yeah, man, I just feel like I can't do that, man. I can't do it. And, yeah, so I would say that whole line is amazing. It really is amazing. But the standout is, of course, the dinner scene playset. Right, we'll move on to vinyl anyway. And first off, we'll start with a couple of OGs. Now, this is an OG present of Halloween, which, again, that yellow background looks so fucking cool. I'm not massive on the OG thing, but I paid 26 quid for this, and obviously you can see why. Which I still think it's a good price, but obviously someone's put red pen all over the Halloween title card. But other than that, it plays perfectly. I grabbed this on Vinted, like I say, for 26 quid, which an OG copy of Halloween, regardless of how the cover looks, it's worth 26 quid all day. So, wasn't one I was particularly after, but at that price, I'm going to grab it. And yeah, I think I can either get that off or just get a paint pen and go over that Halloween. So I think that should be cool, to be honest, which I'm going to do that soon, to be honest. But yeah, just that artwork is absolutely iconic. It looks phenomenal, let's be honest. So yeah, it was nice to find that anyway. And then after the whole debacle, which you have all seen, well, maybe you haven't, but if you have, don't watch me losing my shit about the record, because spat me dummy out pretty well on that video, to be honest. I had a good cry about it. But I did manage to find a second copy of John Carpenter's The Thing. And again, it's like my second favourite film of all time. I love the score as well. Some people are a bit divisive on the score. It's not, find it a little bit boring or whatnot, but I personally, I adore the score. I think it goes with the film so well. It builds tension perfectly. And yeah, man, this is such a nice copy. The record has got like a few pops and stuff, so the cover looks a lot better than the record, I would say that. But from what I've read, this OG copy kind of sounds a little bit like shite anyway. I have seen that quite a few times, because if you click the reviews on the Discogs thing, quite a few of them do say it sounds bad. So, because I've had two copies now, obviously you will have seen, well, you might have seen that, and the first one sounded fucking horrendous. Now, this one doesn't sound like that. It's definitely an upgrade. But I own the Waxwork release anyway, and yeah, man, it's an OG copy, so you take the gamble with OG copies, and that's the way it panned out. But the cover looks amazing, and again, it's amazing to own a nice copy of The Thing. So yeah, that was so good to track down. I think I paid like 60 quid for it, something like that. Which again, man, like that's not a bad price at all for The Thing. So yeah, I'll take that all day. So yeah, John Carpenter's The Thing. We are gonna look at this, and what I will say is this sounds spot on. It really does. However, for me, this is a letdown. Like, I've included in this video specifically because it's Jaws, and I've wanted an expanded Jaws score since, well, I got the old Mondo Jaws, which has got the Phantom City artwork, and I didn't open it for ages. I just got it off Discogs, and it went in the pile, and when I come to listen to it, side C and D were fucking horrendous, and it was too late to do anything about it. So yeah, I've been on the hunt for another one since then, to be honest. And when Mondo said they were re-releasing this, like, this come out at £75, which a double LP shouldn't be costing £75. And then I personally don't like the packaging whatsoever. I think they went quite lazy with it personally. And I'll show you why. You've got that, which pales in comparison to the Phantom City artwork. The Phantom City artwork is fantastic. By the way, I do know this is pickups of the year and I'm having a whinge. I do understand that. But the fact that it's Jaws alone is why it's on here, because I loved John Williams' score to Jaws and it was nice to own an OG. But the thing that did let me down was the packaging. This is the big gimmick of it. Now, I've seen loads of people raving about that, and I personally just think that's so stupid. I just don't get the hype behind that. I've seen all the reviews are saying it's a perfect Jaws thing. I disagree, man. The Phantom City artwork was the perfect Jaws thing, and that just feels gimmicky and shite, to be honest. So, packaging wise, this did let me down, but I will say the record sounds phenomenal, and the re-recordings, because it's a re-recording for the 50th anniversary, and the re-recordings do sound faithful. Yeah, I do find that to be gimmicky and a little bit shit, to be honest. But that being said, it's nice to own Jaws expanded, the full score, because I only had like an OG copy of Jaws, and it didn't sound the best, and it was only had like fucking 10 tracks on it or something, I think it is, the OG copy. So yeah, man, nice to get Jaws in the collection, but if I get the chance to pick up the Phantom City original Mondo one, that'll be going at 100%. 100%. Next up, we have Waxwork Records release of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which, I mean, the fact we got Texas Chainsaw Massacre is absolutely incredible, to be honest. This is not meant to exist. Waxwork pulled this out their arse, man. I didn't ever expect to see this on record. I expected maybe a bootleg of it. In fact, the closest I thought we were getting was the Shock and Truth by Mark Fox, which is obviously the score to the Shock and Truth, which some of it he recreates parts of the score. And I mean, I own that, and it's a fucking great release, to be honest. If you haven't picked up the Mark Fox release of the Shock and Truth, get it, man. It's quality. But I did pick up the Waxwork bundle, and you get that slip mat, which that's iconic, man. That's so good. You get the record, you get the CD, and you get the cassette. You also got like a tote bag, which I think personally should have been a t-shirt, but you got a tote bag anyway. And that was like an extra 20 quid or something. So yeah, I went with the bundle because I wanted it on cassette anyway, to be honest. But yeah, the fact that Waxwork managed to put this out, I'm not a massive fan of what Waxwork's been doing, just repressing constantly, and their new releases haven't been great, to be honest. Waxwork are kind of dead to me a little bit. This year they have been anyway, but they win this year just for simply putting this out, because this, like I say, this shouldn't exist. This wasn't meant to exist. The fact that I own Texas Chainsaw Massacre on record is phenomenal. And I've got to be honest, I've listened to it once or twice. It's a tough score to listen to. It's not the best score, but it's my favourite film of all time. And if you're a record collector who collects scores, I think you probably want your favourite films on score. So yeah, it's not one to listen to much, but yeah, like I say, the fact that I can even hold this is like Waxwork win the year, man, for me personally, because yeah, this is absolutely incredible. And last up in vinyl, which I've got to be honest, man, I didn't think I picked up that much vinyl either. So I don't know what I was thinking, like thinking about this video, but yeah, man, and it is Rhino's release of Lord of the Rings, and this is my favourite trilogy of all time. I'd watch Lord of the Rings over Star Wars. All them iconic trilogies, Lord of the Rings comfortably wins for me. It's absolutely phenomenal. And Howard Shore's score to Lord of the Rings, I could listen to that all day. If I had to pick a score to listen to constantly, it would be Lord of the Rings. I fucking adore Lord of the Rings. It captures it perfectly. And the only thing you could get before this come out was the big box sets, which honestly, they go for like 1,500 quid per release. So it's mental how expensive they've actually gone. So the fact that Rhino put this out, I think this was like 120 all in. I picked up the box set. You actually now can get them individually as well. And like Home Alone, this should be readily available. Films this good, you should be able to walk into any record store and pick up Lord of the Rings, because that score is too good to be not on vinyl for however many years in between the films. Like, that is absolutely phenomenal. They're grails to me. To get Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Lord of the Rings in the same year, it's like that's absolute grail status for me. So yeah, even though I didn't pick up loads of records, this is like special, man. Owning Lord of the Rings is absolutely special, and the pressings sound phenomenal. These are all on black vinyl. They have since brought them out on clear vinyl. I've got to be honest, I'm good. I'm good with it. Like black vinyl, I didn't care how they come out. I just wanted to own the scores to Lord of the Rings, and it did not disappoint. And you get like a nice presentation box. Yeah, the way it's been presented is fucking gorgeous, to be honest. So yeah, I'm more than happy with this. I'm happy I got the box set and not the individual releases. But yeah, absolutely phenomenal year for me personally to manage to get Lord of the Rings and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They're two scores that I didn't believe I'd ever own because, right, we're going to finish up on masks and we've got to start off with this Scream pickup. Now, this was picked up as a bundle. You've got this one here and this one here. That's fully tagged. This one is partially tagged. This one's partially tagged, as you can see. And these are, as seen in Scream 3 purple tag masks. Now, the purple tag does only show up in one scene of the film, so these aren't actually proper movie copies. It's the red and black tag. That's the full movie copy. But just look at the shape on that. That's my favourite one, even though it's got some browning on the nose there. Even that, just on a stand, looks absolutely incredible. And I love that tag as well because, yeah, that's the UK tag or the tag that was in Asda. So bit of nostalgia attached to that. But yeah, this was a great marketplace find. Obviously, I made a video not so long ago, but basically a woman had like, her dad owned a shop and he had just boxes and boxes of old stock. And I think he had like 2 big storage boxes. I think there was like 20 tagged and 8 untagged. And she just got pestered by collectors. So I messaged her and she didn't message me back for like a month. And then she basically said, I've got these 4 left and I just picked these 2. And yeah, like I say, the partly tagged one was like 15 quid, which is fucking wild. And that other tagged one was like 30. I think I paid like 45 all in, something like that. But yeah, just think the shape on that mask is absolutely phenomenal. And I'm completely new to the vintage Ghostface world. But yeah, this is absolutely incredible. Next up, we have a Don Post 1978 Glow Carlisle. And this mask is absolutely incredible. This was part of like a trade for some tattoo work with one of my mates, Daniel. This is like up there with my favourite masks. I love the Carlisle sculpt. It is absolutely phenomenal. And the glow on this, it might not show up here, but the glow on that is fucking ridiculous. Even in the broad daylight, it's like, it doesn't half show up. But yeah, absolutely incredible mask. And I'm not after too many vintage masks, to be honest, but this was absolutely one of them. And when he said it was available, I couldn't pass it up, man. I could not pass it up. I think all in deal wise, it was like 350, which, yeah, man, that's a heavy price tag for a mask. Maybe not for what it is, but for me personally, that's a heavy price tag for a mask. And worth every penny, man. It's one of my favourite masks. It goes perfectly with me 78 Glow Skull as well. It's from the same run, and yeah, it's absolutely incredible. So 1978 Glow Carlisle, perfect, mate. And next up, we have to go with, because there was always going to be one. We have to go with 1980s. I think it's like 84 or something like that. Don Post skull, and I fucking adore this. It's the 67, 76 stamp. And it's got, basically, it's an 80s thing because of how vibrant the paint job is, because it's from the same mold and same thing as me Glow Skull, which is 78, which looks exactly like the Carlisle because of the glow paint that they used. Makes it all dingy. Whereas if you've got that mold but with this like a brighter white paint job, that's an 80s. And it's obviously not 82 because that's like Snaggletooth and Jumbo Skulls. So this is like an 84-ish, I believe, if the information I've read is correct. I think it's 84, to be honest. But yeah, with me Glow Skull being quite dingy looking, I didn't ever feel like I had a Halloween 3 reminiscent, like a white skull. Like I wanted a vintage white skull, and I'm still gonna be looking for a jumbo and a snaggletooth. Like, obviously, if one of them pops up, I will absolutely be grabbing it. But this is just an absolute beauty. And yeah, man, it's if I pick up a vintage Don Post skull, it's going to be on every pickup. If I get one every year for the fucking till I die, it will be my favourite pickup of every year. I fucking love the Don Post skull, as you all know. And this mask is just such a good copy. And I managed to get a good shape out of it as well, because it got shipped in like the flattest box, which again, I've posted a video of it. You might have seen it, you might not, but it was basically just flat. So I've managed to get a really nice shape out of it. And yeah, just like I say, man, it's a vintage Don Post skull in it, so it is absolutely going to be on the list. And we will finish up the mask pickups with this beauty. And this is a Death Studios Vampire 2. And it is absolutely wonderful. Obviously, I've been after a Death Studios Vampire for a while. Like I say, I should have one in Canada, providing it makes its way over safely, to replace my battered copy of that, which I love that sculpt. It's my favourite Jeff Death sculpt. Death Studios mask. Because I'm not sure if Jeff Death actually sculpted that, to be honest. But my favourite Death Studios mask. And the Vampire 2, I've always felt it was a little bit goofy looking because of the teeth. But this popped up, and it was UK based. And he had it up for like 300, and I ended up getting it for around 180, 200, something like that. Which for the Death Studios mask, they don't pop up, so it's absolutely, it's a good fucking copy, and it's from 2019. Got the 2019 Death Studios tag. Unfortunately, it's a wearable thing, so you've got the eyes, the slits there, which I hate wearable masks. I'd always get a display copy, but that is an absolute beauty, man. I fucking adore that mask so much. And yeah, I was unsure with pictures with the goofy teeth, but personally, man, I think it's an absolute masterpiece. And look at the fucking size of it as well. It's such like an imposing piece. It looks amazing on the shelf next to the Vampire. And obviously, I mean, you can see the size difference between the Vampire and that actually as well. But obviously, when I get a nice proper Vampire, that's going to pair perfectly. And yeah, man. So hopefully next year in the pickups, we'll have the Death Studios Vampire. Well, not hopefully, it definitely will be in here by next year. Like, so yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. But that is my favourite pickups of 2025 anyway. And like I say, I didn't think I picked up much, and I've got no idea why I was under that impression, because I grabbed so much good stuff. And yeah, I've got no idea why I thought I hadn't spent too much money, because that was a fucking lie as well. But yeah, so top pickups of 2025. Let me know which one you think my best pickup was. Personally, it's forever going to be a Don Post skull in it, let's be honest. But yeah, let me know what your favourite was. And nice one for checking the videos. If you did enjoy it, like and subscribe to the channel, share it around. That'd be massively appreciated. Next year, we'll try to get uploading more. I've just been settling into the house and stuff, and I realise I haven't been uploading as much. But yeah, nice one for checking out the videos, and have a good new year. Nice one.